Yo, Planet Hank in the morning. Look who I'm here with. I'm here with fucking Golden Gloves, Chris Sarro. What up, son? How are you?
What's going on, man? Doing all right. Getting over this cold, so I'm a little raspy. I'll probably be
we got Chris Sarro, fucking Golden Gloves. Got a big fight. You're planning for a big fight?
Oh yeah, November 11th. We can't say any details. You know the drill, but I can promise you this fight's gonna be fight of the year. This is I'm so excited. I haven't been more excited for a fight than this one. It feels like everything's led up to this moment.
This is it, man. So you're on a 3-fight skid, basically.
Yep. The best thing that could have happened to me.
So now, so that's it. Hungry Chris again. Chris.
I've been hungry this whole time. I was born to do this shit. But you got to remember, I came into this game with 7 amateur fights and taking on dudes with 20 years experience. No excuses. But these 3 were the best 3 that ever happened to me. And all is leading up to this moment here. Because, I mean, my last fight, technically, if you want to get into it, I brought it to the man, you know.
Tell us everything about that, though. Tell us your opponent, and then give us that part so somebody doesn't know what you're talking about. I always want you to explain.
So my last fight was against Quentin the Hero Henry, who's a great friend of mine and the #1 contender. And, you know, it was stopped by – he's a bad motherfucker. But he walks through everybody, and he didn't walk through me. He didn't walk through me at all. I ate everything, and I kept coming forward. And I kept getting better and better and better, and I brought it to the #1 contender. And I put him down in the 2nd round. You know, with
that was so awesome, bro. I'm telling you, right, like that. That was awesome because, like you said, Hero is so dominant, and he's fucking huge, dude. He's huge. And really, only Chris Lieben has ever had anything for him. Everybody else, nothing.
That's it. And you watch every time he hits people, they scream in pain. You know, nothing against these guys. These are tough guys. But every time he hits them, it's the only time in BKFC where you see someone get punched and the opponent go like, ooh, and they show the pain. That's not in my DNA. I don't have that. Every time he hit me, I knew shit was breaking. But my head, I had a 1-track mind where I would be moving and I would feel something crunch and I was like, that's broken. And it's like, no part of my brain was, you know, ouch. It was, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. And then boom, I fucking got him. And no one else has put him down. No one else is fucking, you know. So it was one, and I was ahead with 24 power punches to his 17, you know, percentage of everything. I was ahead on the scorecards, but it was a good call because I had to go straight to the fucking hospital. So, I mean, I lost fair and square, but in the grand scheme of things, when yes, I fucking belong here.
Yeah,
no one,
man,
am I on?
You definitely belong here.
You freeze up.
Holy. Huh? Yeah, you're on there. Uh-oh. He's dealing with a little lag there. I hear you, but you're frozen. Hold on, let me do that. Add him back in. See if that helped. Chris Sarro, Golden Glove. Uh-oh.
He'll leave and come back.
All right, brother. Now, oh man, I got some funny ass questions from him. While we're waiting for Sarro to pop in, I want to take a chance and shout out my sponsor, Sweet Heel Farms. Shit is fire. I got new treats for Marco. Look at these CBD treats right here. Yo, Pat Anderson. Yo, look at. There's Scott Bird. He says, hello from London, England, Hank and Chris. 2 good men. Ironing my suit for tomorrow night. Yo, hilarious, man. Yo, big shout out to Jay Davis. Yo, put 3 dog emojis in the chat, and I'm going to give Marco his new Sweet Heel CBD dog treats. You can get these at sweetheel.com. Shits are fire. Yes. New comments. There we go. There's 2 dogs. There's Jeff Bush, Pat Anderson, Jake Davis. There we go. Hold on. I got Chris Sarro back. Look at Chris. I got these new CBD dog treats from Sweet Heel Farms, my sponsor.
Yep.
Because I give Marco a fucking treat every morning on the show. So here we go. Oh, they got
good boy.
Yeah, they got a little tiny bit of 0.03 THC and a little tiny bit. It's 4 milligrams per treat. So Marco gets 3 treats.
Marco's doing good today. Good for you, Marco.
Yes, he is. Yo, you can pick these up at sweetheel.com. Use promo code Planet Hank.
That's awesome. CBD is great for dogs, man. A lot of my friends use it for all their pets. I mean, with old age, dogs take right to it. Can you hear me? Were you good?
Yeah,
okay.
I hear you, brother.
Sweet.
We fucking hear you. Now, I have a very important question, and I'm going to spark a joint just in case, because this is it.
I want to hear it. Shoot.
This is what everybody wants to know. Realistically, here's the question. So everybody listen up, because this is the Planet Hank in the morning show, the best goddamn morning show. Chris, tell us about Jade Wong, man. Come on, bro.
Honestly, it's not hot, much bro. To tell. It'd probably be proper and respectful to yeah, we had a relationship for sure. She's a cool chick. She's she's on her own journey. I'm on mine. She's back in Quebec right now, but yeah, we had fucking hella fun in Miami together. Here's the deal: we both moved to Miami, right? I'm from Maine and she's from Quebec. You want to get the story? Here's the story. And we had been talking and friends prior, and she's from 4 hours north, probably 3 hours from you or something. I don't know how close Vermont is, but we have to go through Vermont pretty much to get there. Not far. Yeah. And I had no idea. Like, I had
Montreal. It's Montreal.
Quebec.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not far.
Same thing. So I had to fight December 9th, and it was in Tampa. And I'm with First Round Management, and they're out of Miami. And so I figured, I'm going to go down and do my camp down in Miami for this. Well, I moved down there, and the first day I'm down there, I look on like my story, and I see that she's in Miami. I'm like, hey, because we were already been talking, and so I was just like, we connected, and it turns out we moved down to Miami like 5.2 miles away from each other. That's where we're at. We both moved to Miami, and we were 5 miles like where we live. She was in the campground, and so it just you go with the flow, man. That's what you do. You go with the flow.
Yo, that's the flow that I would go with, bro. I'm going with a flow like that. Any flow like that, bro.
Yeah.
Jade Wong. Anytime you want to come on the show, come on.
Oh, well, we're not a thing anymore.
Yeah, well, guess what, Sarro? I'm going to have to fucking take over where you left off, though, bro. Like, Jesus.
Have at it. Have at it. No, I'll say this, I stay friends with everybody because I'm not an asshole. I'm realistic, and just the way things, we both have big careers right now that we're working on, and that's got to come first. I understand that. And so I will say this, that nothing happens for no reason. And for two people who are already friends to move thousands of miles away and happen to be 5 miles from each other and find out, we had a hell of a fucking time, man. We just rode our motorcycles every night when we got done training through the cities and exploring, going to the Everglades. We really made it helped us both be able to transition into our life down there. And we both said the same thing, if it hadn't have happened, who knows how it would have gone. It worked out well. We had a blast, and then life goes on. I'll leave it right there and let it simmer. You can take it over from there, Hank.
Someone passed me some of her fucking fire nudes, bro. Literally, bro. Like 6 months ago or something, I was like, I'm just sitting there scrolling, and all of a sudden, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, whoa, holy
Yeah.
fuck. I couldn't
The
believe what I was
majority
looking
of my exes you can find nudes on. They're
at.
either porn
Yeah.
stars or strippers. It's like everyone keeps telling me Josh Burns, they keep telling me I gotta, I gotta go for gotta pick better women, and they are all better. Each one gets better.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
they,
I mean, Jade
they
Mason
keep
won. I wouldn't risk it all. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Crash the whip. Doesn't matter. I'll get a new whip. I'll get a new
yeah,
house. I'll get a new everything. I'm done.
yeah, yeah. Well, I tell you what, brother, my favorite movies growing up was James Bond. That dude never settled down, and that dude never had many enemies. Everyone loved him, and that's just like
It's a
he
pretty good
kept it real.
comparison, dude.
And
You do
I
kind
like,
of get all the ladies. What's up with you with all the ladies, bro? All of them. Almost
I
all the
love
ladies.
women. I love women. I just love women. I love everything about them. I love fucking their hair, their smell, the way that I don't get jealous at all, and
Yeah,
I love
bro.
what.
I don't. I'm not buying that off of you at all. You don't get jealous.
No, no, I actually like women. I think that's why I prefer exotic, women that have no problem taking their clothes off. I that doesn't bother me because I think it tests if I, that little thing inside of you, it constantly puts it to the test. And I like that because you ain't going to break me. And jealousy is the worst fucking looking in the thing in the world, dude. I've been with jealous women, and it's the most disgusting feeling ever. So you got it. Once you learn that, you realize, oh, okay,
Oh yeah, dude.
cut
That
that
could
out.
ruin
So
your whole life. That
you
ruin
can't
your
have
whole life.
fun
A
that
jealous
way.
woman, forget it.
You can't. Oh, there's never been a fun relationship that involved jealousy.
No.
Fuck that shit. I like to just have a good time, man, and I'm respectful to I'm respectful, and I'm not a dirtbag, and so I don't know. My dad was a ladies' man. I take it from him.
You learn from him and James Bond. Now you need a suit and one of those little cars like Leo and Catch Me If You Can, like James Bond car.
Yeah, say that again. You cut out.
Yeah, I know. I was saying, fuck it. See, because you also had your thing
Jesus,
with
this thing's gonna keep freezing on me.
we seen your ass. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
We seen you down. See, the first time that this kind of came up with you, and we don't have to go into this one because obviously, but we seen you running around in Puerto Rico with Britton Hart, and it didn't really, shit didn't really go that well. It didn't seem like shit was very short lived. We don't have to get any more detail because, shout out to Britton Beltran, Joey Beltran. They obviously ran off and got married. She's a married woman now. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, we were never in a relationship. We just, we're just friends. We're still friends now. So we just happened to go to Puerto Rico together and have a fun week together. That's all.
And everybody, like, everybody in the bare knuckle community is like savages. We weren't letting you guys have a easy week with that. We were having a field day. You guys were out having fun and training. Meanwhile, back in the real world, we were like, Chris Sarro is with Britton Hart.
Yeah, people couldn't take it. People couldn't handle it. I don't know, man. I got nothing back. Like I'll never sit here and tell personal stories, but we can't. Our lives are public, so I can't sit here and lie. You're asking, and another thing is I got respect for all, for everybody, for both of these girls and stuff, and it is what it is. But I tell you what, brother, I'm single and I'm staying single for a while. Like I gotta work on healing my knee. I think I'm gonna get a dog. Yeah, no, but life is
Get some
good.
of these CBD
I'm happy.
treats when you do. You got some of
Oh,
these
absolutely.
CBD.
Yeah.
Bro.
You use the code Planet Hank.
Planet Hank, sweetheal.com, CBD for the dogs. Dude,
there you go.
Now what I want to ask you about, and I know this one is annoying because, so basically, when you fought Josh Burns, you had this big blowout with him. It was awesome, actually. We all liked it because it made the fight. And then You
It was real.
fucking, you got knocked out. And then you guys
TKO.
became friends,
Yep.
which is cool. That's kind
Yeah.
of the way you're supposed to do it. Like, remember being a little boy? That's what we did.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you on the playground? I'm going to beat
Yeah.
your ass, and then we'll go be friends.
Yeah. Well, dude, say where I'm from, I'm the only fighter here. I'm talk bare knuckle. I'm the only one for whatever 800 miles, 400, 600 miles. Like
Yeah.
I grew up feeling up here in down East Maine, the only other person to, to do anything in this world significantly is Tim Sylvia. He's from my hometown.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yep.
a two-time UFC heavyweight champ.
Yeah. The
And
maniac.
oh yeah, and he was the one that gave me, hope. But growing up, I felt, super alone. Like I only had one really good friend growing up that I could relate to. I felt like we were cut from the same cloth. My father's an old school bad motherfucker. My dad's born and bred in New Haven and came up here to start a new life. Is the short.
That's where I used to live. Is New Haven. That's where I'm from.
Oh, you are? Okay. So like Grand
Yeah.
Avenue and Montelouise, and that's all my family.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah. So, but my dad, long story short, relocated up here to start a new life.
And to
He
get
come.
the fuck away from that shithole, which we call New Haven.
He was all my family down there. All the rest of the Sarros are still down there. I'm still getting over this cold, and so he raised me of the code. I mean, at 7 years old, he's teaching me how to, if you get into a situation, you rip their nuts, you bite their face. As a kid, telling me this, he's like, "There's up here, people want to wrestle." He goes, "There's no fucking rules in this, And that's me on the ride to school in the morning. And so I didn't ever grow up feeling like I related. I had one best friend, and when my best friend passed, I went pro 4 days after my best friend passed because I mean he's on every poster, he's all over my it's I'm affected to this day and always will be. Jacob Sinclair, that dude was cut from the same cloth, and I was like, so I
You
got
went
into the
pro over
sport.
at NEF.
So, yes, I went pro for NEF and knocked out Ras Hilton and got it signed to a 3-fight deal with Dave.
Yep.
But once I got into this promotion, I'm coming in, with the same idea that fuck anybody who, like, I'm respectful to everyone. And then the second that you aren't to me, it's like, bro, fuck you. I don't give a fuck, And excuse all the fucks this morning. I just woke up, so my bearings are.
Dude, this show is fucking.
This is the fucking. Here's the thing:
this is the fucking.
Me and Josh
Bird
butt heads because normally what happens when people butt heads is because they have a lot of similar qualities and they can't, they don't realize that in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so, me and Josh end up fighting, but how it all really came to be was we buried the hatchet, and I had seen him. I stood ringside for his fight with Frank Tate, and I was there with my father. And we stood as close to that fight as you could get next to being the referee and watched him take the whooping of his career. And I thought it was going to make me feel good. I couldn't, I thought I was going to love it. And for whatever reason, for a number of reasons, I saw one, the dude has the warrior spirit, and not all fighters have that. He kept getting up and he took shots that were like a freight train baseball bat. And he kept getting up.
I hated that fight because of that. I couldn't believe he was getting hit like that. And I was like, dude, enough. You don't have to just keep getting hit. Why? He's fucked up and he kept getting up.
Yeah, well, we only learn from our losses. So his path and his journey included that situation that night. Well, I go running up to him, and I didn't even know. My feet just started moving, and my manager at the time's yelling, Sarro. And my dad didn't care. He walked right behind me, and I go up, and I didn't even know what I was going to say. I didn't know if I was going to fucking say something to him, attack him. I had no idea. I just knew I'm crazy and my feet are moving and I'm going to go with it. And then I walk up and I go, "Hey, Josh." And he knew my voice. He goes, "Yeah." And I go, you all right?" I just checked on him. I'm like, what? And it was natural though. I like out of nowhere, this dude I fucking hated. I cared about if he was all right or not, and it was legitimate, and I didn't really understand it, but it was as real as can be. And
I've seen it happen. I've seen that happen with competitors. That happens
well,
with.
I just got done with my. I just got done coming off, my a second loss in a row, and I never lost fights in my life, man. I've been
Right.
fucking stomping my whole life. And so these put me when fighters go through a loss, what a lot of people don't realize is the majority of us go into fucking a slump, and we gotta climb back out of it. And that's what makes you into that's what proves who you are. That's where you really fucking find out if you're a fighter or if you were just doing this to impress some fucking, girl or something. And so seeing him go through what I knew was the worst loss of his career,
Yeah.
I guess the fucking warrior in me was just like, I put all the other bullshit, I couldn't even see it. I just saw another warrior that's about to go on that same street. And, I don't know. He went on an interview like a month or a couple of weeks later after that, and everyone sent me the link for it. And they asked if he wanted to give a shout out, and he said, "Yeah, actually, I want my life," and checked on me. And I wasn't doing it to try to do anything. I was just being myself. But what happened there was I met another beast, and I grew up here in the down east, and I felt all alone. And now I'm in this organization that only includes other people like me. And
I've
it's
seen
like,
that happen. I've seen that happen with other fighters. Christine Ferreira did that same thing with Britain Hart. She did the
yeah,
same thing. It's happened a number of times where they have this
yeah,
huge rivalry, but it's like, wait a minute, that's my rivalry. And when you see him over here going through something, it's like you feel a connection to Josh Burns. Like you guys had a
yeah,
major, like I could tell during your workup with Josh Burns, your emotions. You like, okay, because we all watch you. You're a fighter. We watch what you do. Your emotions, the way you were so upset with him, the way what you were saying, it like was not characteristic of you. Your body language, the way you were, and some people would be like, oh, he was nervous. It's like, nah, you
nope,
were going through. It was like you wanted to be friends with him, and then it didn't. And then it was like you were mad
yeah,
that got fucked up and you were
yeah,
stuck in it. It was like you
yeah,
both of you guys were, but I could see, I didn't know him as well as you, but I knew, and I was like, bro, why is this happening? And then obviously it got pretty dark. You guys went
yeah,
pretty dark with it. It was
yeah,
fucking wild shit, you know?
dude,
And then when
it
the fight
got
ended like that,
deep.
that is a
Yeah,
big thing for bare knuckle. Like that whole workup was shit talking in the way, and then the knockout, and then you guys became friends. It's like
yep,
I can imagine people are going to use that as like when other people do this for years. When you see
yep,
these guys that come on my show and are screaming at each other and create this huge rivalry,
right.
it's like, bro, you guys are going to be Chris Sarro and Josh Burns 1 month
Dude,
after your
there's
fight.
never been. I'm like a stats guy. I don't watch football, basketball. It's combat sports, MMA, boxing, bare knuckle is all I do. And when it comes to rivalries, I can assure you, because I can assure you that was the deepest, darkest, realest fucking hate between two grown ass men right there. When I was walking out to that ring, I couldn't take my eyes off. I was pointing at him. I'm coming for you, motherfucker. And I brought it. I brought it
It
to
was
him. I won that first round, and I zigged when I should have zagged in the second, and he fucking beautiful combination. It was like a triple jab, right hand,
It
and
was
I'm
like
such
his
a
feet. It
student.
was like his feet, like fast forwarded him across the thing. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, where'd that come from?
yeah,
Josh
man.
Burns went,
And yeah, that
wow.
was,
I was
and it
like,
was like,
whoa.
and I know I'm not so because even in the midst of right when that like happened and I watched it back like in the hospital, I'm like, that was pretty fucking good. That was pretty impressive. You can't. I would be a phony to say otherwise. I'm just too real like that. I can't even lie to myself in the dark in the ICU. I'm like that was that.
What are you gonna say? You get punched like that in front of everybody. What are you gonna say? It wasn't that bad? Like, dude, he punched your ass He punched you straight down to the mat at that point. Regardless, it's like when you're a pitcher and you give up a grand slam. It's like, what the fuck do you want from me, bro? I don't know. I throw the ball. They fucking hit it.
Yeah, but the thing that comes down to it is always this: is everyone else goes through their trials and tribulations in the privacy of their own little circle in life. We do it in front of 17 million people live. And but dude, if I can't see you from my front window, and trust me, if I could, some of you, I'd break you in half. But I can't see you from my front window. And all you do is you make me relevant if you got anything to say. And if you look at the definition of relevance, it has nothing to do with good or bad. And if you're relevant, you're relevant. And so,
yeah, it could be terrible.
when you learn that in the sport, shout out to Brandon Lambert. That dude stays relevant because he, and I just, I tried burying the hatchet with that kid. I got nothing against him. We same thing. I'm not going to give him any time right now, but that's a prime example of staying relevant, and the idea that you, good or bad, they're watching you. They're watching you. They're paying for the fight. Their mentality is, well, bro, it's only $5 a month. It's like times 17 million.
Yeah.
You're watching. So keep talking and tell your friends to come and come up with more creative jokes because it's getting,
exactly. I've been doing it for years, bro.
I know. Well, I learned from you. I learned from you. You understand the art.
Yeah. You got it. You can be yourself and you can be a man and you don't have to back down for what other people say. Just do it. It's like, fuck you, bro. The whole world is just a fucking, it's just like a big fucking,
I know who I am.
Table. Popularity.
I know who I am, and nobody else is going to tell me otherwise. And the bottom line is, no one else is going to step in the ring and do what I'm doing. And especially bring it to the number one contender at light heavy, cruiserweight. No one else has done that. Nobody. And
dude,
that
what you guys do is insane. Like people sometimes the shit talking. You take that big loss. Sometimes I look at the brutal shit people say, and I'm like, so. He sucks, right? But it's like telling a bull rider that they suck because they got bucked off a bull. Like, dude, I would never, ever do this. Like bare knuckle boxing. And then I hear about your purses. And no offense, Dave Feldman, but dude, I wouldn't even do the fucking shit for that much against a can.
I would do it for free. I would do it for free just to have this platform and get to go in there, because I tell you, with the things that I battle with, that's the most freest feeling in the world. Well, I feel that I accept death, and it's now that we know, unfortunately, it's a possibility, especially in my weight division. That tickles my pickle, brother. That fucking gets me fired up. Like when I'm walking out there, I'm like, this is life or death, and I accept death. And when I walk in there, and that's what you guys see, and so to try to measure the testicular fortitude, you can't. It's off the charts. And so therefore everyone can say whatever they want, because I tell you one thing, I've never heard it to my face. I've never had one thing but love brought to my presence. And but that's how it is, because people know their role,
And you're huge and a bare knuckle boxer. So like, you're right. Someone's going to type a comment on Facebook fucking saying all kinds of nasty shit. But when they meet you, hey, Chris, what's up, buddy? Bro, you better believe I'm not trolling your ass in the lobby of the Fighter Hotel. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Chris, by the way, across the breakfast buffet, you suck and are a fucking pussy, bro. You're getting slapped by the bagels. You know what I mean? Like,
there's nothing more pleasing than there's nothing more pleasing than when someone is completely complacent and they forget their role for a second, and you can remind them that dude has to go to bed at night, remembering that happened in front of his wife or girlfriend or something. Yeah, it doesn't come my way. It honestly doesn't come my way often. I'm respectful to people, and they're respectful back. I don't walk around thinking I'm from Billy Badass, but what I do is the most dangerous sport in the world, and I know where I stand, and I know what I do is badass. So so you call it what it is. But I give everyone a fair handshake, and if you don't want to shake it back, then good, fuck you.
Dude, Josh Burns writes, I've told you to stop eating before. Laugh, 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 laugh.
He's trying to get me on Prilosec for my heartburn.
Oh yeah, no. See, I used to take Prilosec all the time for that same heartburn. You want to know what did it for me? And you're never gonna like this. I became a vegan.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I stopped eating meat. Never again.
Vegan's a lifestyle, though. Are you out protesting, throwing red paint on fucking? No.
No, dude. I'm like the type that would go hunting and shoot the deer, but then be too grossed out by the deer. I just fucking leave it. Like I'm not touching that fucking nasty dead animal.
Isn't that just a vegetarian? Isn't that vegetarian though?
No, vegetarian is like you can eat cheese and shit too and milk. Like
you don't do any of that. Oh yeah.
No. Well, I was sick and I was almost had a heart attack and I had to lower my blood shit. And then my doctor was like, bro, just do it. And then I did it and I was like, bro, it's really not that bad. And now I'm just grossed out by it. So here we are, you know.
You want a funny thing about milk? I love milk. I drink about a gallon of chocolate milk a day. That's not an exaggeration. 1 gallon every day for years. I know it's fucked up, but everyone that knows me, all their kids call me chocolate milk man. It's ridiculous. But the only time that I won't drink milk.
A gallon of chocolate milk every day.
Every day.
Chocolate milk.
I'm working on getting sponsored by Oakhurst because I drink a gallon. The gas station down the road put an extra row. I showed up one day to get my chocolate milk and I saw there was a 4th row and I looked over and they were all looking at me and I go, is this for me? And they were all waiting. Yeah. Like, I buy a gallon a day. That's a fact.
Yo, dude,
yeah.
That is the best. That's the best part of this interview already. The chocolate milk man. This dude's got a gallon of chocolate milk. He got his own row down at the gas station, bro.
I do 4 quarts. 4 quarts a day. I do 2 in the morning.
If I drank a gallon of chocolate milk, I'd be fat as fuck, bro. Fat.
Yeah. Well, see, every camp I have, like, you know, like Dino.
Grind it off.
Dino in my 5th Street gym, you know, Garth. They'll be like, all right, so next Sunday, no more chocolate milk, like, and my other coach, I've had coaches that like prepare like chocolate milk, like Ovaltine replacements, that trick my brain. It's that much of a problem. It's like my drug of choice, and that's the other thing too. I don't touch fucking.
You would never make it as a vegan because first of all, milk is out. And then you're over here with oat milk or almond milk, pretending that it's not disgusting.
I like oat milk.
Oat milk's not bad in your coffee, but when you try to drink it regular, nah. Okay. And then chocolate is always a motherfucker when you're a vegan. It's very hard to get actual chocolate. It's like because you can get dark ass fucking shit, and that's fucking no. And then they like in some brand, but no, it ain't happening. No chocolate milk.
Well, here's the thing. The only time that I stop drinking milk is every time Josh Burns told me that milk's like a certain 60% pus is allowed to be in the milk, and these states allow it, and something like that. I'm sure if he's listening, he can correct me in the comments.
Here we go, Josh. Give us the fucking health facts in the comments.
Once he said the word pus, I like put the milk down and can't, and so probably the rest of today now I won't be able to touch it because I try to forget that little fact, but yeah, thank you, Josh, for that. But no, it's a problem. More than this mucus, though. I'm still getting over this cold.
Yeah, it's because you're up there in fucking Maine. That shit's fucking. What is it like? A cool 40 degrees outside?
Actually, today's like the hottest day since I've been back from Miami. I just moved back from Miami like 3.5 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why'd you go back?
I've been healing my knee. I blew my meniscus up.
Florida sucks when it really comes down to it. It's fun at first, but then you're like,
right. Yeah, I was there 9 months in South Beach. I lived on the beach. My apartment was like right on Ocean Drive and 5th. And here we go.
Yo, look at him. Get your Prilosec, dude.
I know, I need to. But I came back here. It was just down there was dude, I'd come out of my apartment to like this crazy lady taking a shit on the sidewalk every other day. I'm not right in front of I'd be drinking my coffee going, "This isn't Maine. I miss home." And you know, like it was like homeless central down there. It was fucking crazy.
Where in
Homeless
Portland?
people. See what?
Where is it? Where are you talking about in Maine? Bangor, Portland?
Oh well, I mean the crazy homeless people that was in South Beach, but I'm up
Oh,
here in Ellsworth. Yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
was saying
okay, yeah, yeah,
down
okay.
there in Miami. I'm like right in like the center of the city, and you're on the tip of like the South Beach. I'm on the beach.
Homeless motherfucking central, bro. At night.
Yeah, so it's beautiful, but if you live there, and every day you wake up there to people shitting in front of your apartment and fucking throwing things and fighting and trying to stab each other every day. You're like, and I'm from here. I'm from the beautiful mountains,
Where
down
there's
East
none
Maine.
of that.
And yeah, Jesus, here we go. You
You
back?
should have gone out
I'm gonna
there.
lose you.
You should have gone out there and fucking cleaned up the fucking beach like a Maine vigilante. Just fucking Chris Golden Glove Sarro. Get off the fucking beach, you bum motherfuckers. Beat that ass.
This thing keeps cutting out the way. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I had a few moments with him because I'd be sitting at like this my cafe. I'm a routine guy, so I need a routine.
I like
And
to have that.
so every morning I get up. Can you hear me?
Yep,
Can you hear
I
me?
got
Am
you.
I good?
Perfect. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So yeah, every morning I have my set routine, and I feel bad for homeless people. Like I gauge which ones I'm gonna like, help out because they wait for you every day once you do if they know you live there. And I'd be sitting at my cafe, and there a lot of them are schizophrenic. They're fucking talking to Billy and Tommy and Jimmy, and they're fucking trying to figure out life algorithms and walking down the sidewalk and but something about me activates crazy in people. I don't know. Even in New Haven, when I walk by like a crackhead, they won't say anything to 100 people. Then I walk by and they'll be like, motherfucker. Like it brings out something in them. I don't know what it. I don't know what it is. So I had a
It's
few
you,
run-ins with them
bro.
where I just had hey, King Samson, shut up, fucker. Yep.
King
Oh,
Samson. We're losing him for a
damn it.
second. Hold on. Fucking dude, that Maine Wi-Fi, dude. Up in Maine, they got the fucking Wi-Fi antennas hanging off of a moose's antlers. So the shit's fucking hanging all over the place. Let's see if it works. There he is.
Yes, they're hanging off the antlers pretty much. Dude, it's been this way for every podcast I've ever done up here. When I'm in Miami, it's like crystal clear, perfect.
Yeah. 5G. Up in fucking Maine, they got 1G.
Yeah. My router's like right above my head, and still I don't get it. So I'll
I
take
used
what
to
I
go to
can.
Maine when I was a kid in the summers and shit. So I love it up there and shit. But now with gas so high, like, bro, it would take me, I think it's like 4 hours probably from where I am to get up into Maine somewhere good.
Yeah. Yeah. Where in Vermont are you?
I'm in Brattleboro, so I'm in the very bottom corner.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, about 4 hours. That's about exactly.
I go to Keene State College in Keene, New Hampshire. So like that's why I'm living like right there. My son lives in the area. So I just do everything right there. But realistically, all my work and my video stuff, I go down 91 South because right where I am, it's close to Mass, Springfield, and Hartford.
Yeah. You're in a cool kind of spot where Vermont's got some of the most beautiful views in the world.
Yeah,
you
go that way. It's beautiful shit. There's Mount Snow's right there, 20 minutes away, and then if I go south, I can go right down to like a pretty good city like Hartford and Springfield's kind of trashy, but it's got a lot of people. You know what I mean? So you can get work and do shit.
It's got shit going on.
Everything's a little dry, but it's all right here. Yep.
It's got a lot going on down there. Yeah. I miss Vermont. Only time I've been to Vermont is Burlington. Only time I've ever been to Vermont is Burlington for the Golden Gloves.
Oh yeah, I fought at the Burlington Golden Gloves back in the day too.
Did you?
Yeah.
No shit. That's awesome. Yeah, man.
Yeah, at that thing. It's like right on Main Street. It's like a old. I guess it's an old YMCA, isn't it? Or it's next door to the YMCA. It's like
I can't remember. But it was fun. I went 2 years in a row in the amateurs when I first started boxing. I'm sorry about the coughing and the hacking.
Fine. Snort it up. It
Yeah.
sounds just like everybody else's fucking last night. Half of my followers are all snorting fucking lines of meth. Half the fighters that come on and interviewed are like, yeah, fuck you. Back when I was addicted to meth, fucking one of these fighters came on and said, I used to be addicted to meth. So I said, what'd you do? Did you do the shake and bake or did you do the good shit? And everybody's like, bro, there's no good meth.
No such thing. Yeah. That's another thing too. I hear more rumors about me being like a drug addict. Dude, I smoke my weed, but I don't touch fucking hard drugs.
Yeah, why does everybody? So here's the question. Everybody, there's all this. Even some lady called me one time. Everybody has this terrible thing from you are the devil. Everybody thinks you back up in Maine. What did you do up there, Chris? Everybody's fucking.
That's the thing is nobody does know what's going on with me, so they want to figure out they want to make up their own story. But I can assure you, I don't touch that. I don't touch shit, dude. I need to be. Yeah, I'm like crazy enough as it is, So herb keeps me mellow, keeps me. I don't even drink, and I fucking hate it. I absolutely hate it. So,
yeah, I don't drink either.
But shout out to everyone who has an opinion, I guess, because it keeps the story interesting. I don't know, but yeah, I just had to say that. I just had to say that for the record. I can assure you that I got,
haven't been drinking beer.
No beers.
I don't have any needle marks in my arms.
No meth. I don't fucking put nothing. I can't even fit anything up my nose. It's fucking no. I don't see or hear half the shit anyways, but anyone who has anything bad to say about me has never met me. And if they have, or they, I'm friends with everyone I end up coming in contact with, man. I don't.
Look, Kai Stewart's in this bitch. Kai Stewart was on here yesterday. He's a 2-0 Montana fighter, right? These are little 145ers, but they're on here running their lips yesterday. The show was hilarious. Him and Steve-O, who is Kevin Smith's guy.
Yeah.
Fucking, dude. Now they're fucking screaming at each other, fucking going off. But one thing we like is that these new breed of fighters.
I mean, fighting there's no rule.
What'd you say?
I hate this fucking Wi-Fi.
That's all good. But what I was saying is fucking these new joints are fighting again with each other and screaming at each other and want to fucking fight and get in rivalries and doing it. Sometimes back in the day, you can't hear. There's frozen.
No, I hear you now. You're good. I'm back. I hate this. It only cuts out when you start saying something interesting.
Louis Lopez is coming for Kai. Jay Bullock writes, dude is super cool. I don't get the hate. Yeah, bro. A lot of people wondered that. Like, why the hell is fucking everybody coming for Sarro? It's polarizing. You're one of those people where it's either they love you or they fucking hate your ass. It's nuts. Like some fighters, it's just like, man.
Well, the ones that love me are either my friends. Yeah. The ones that love me are either my friends and they know me personally, or they're my fans and they can see the truth. And the ones that hate me are the ones that it's because they know they could never hate me in person. And so they super hate me online because it's safe from wherever little couch that they're on. They see me and they're like, yeah, that dude would probably crush me in real life if I ever said this. So they like go above and beyond. It's not fun hating on a 155-pounder. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean.
Kai Stewart's in the comments and he says, same shit happens to me. And it's the very truth. Dude, Kai, he's a brand new fighter. And I've seen people going fucking after the kid. And it's just like, why? But, and then people love it.
They wouldn't do it. It gives everyone an opportunity to be a tough guy that they wouldn't be in real life. And so online, these people can live out their fantasies. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, I've never seen them live their fantasies come to fruition. It doesn't happen. And that's a life that I would never want to live. Like when I lay my head down on my pillow at night, I know that I'm none of these things people say. I know I'm sober as fuck. You know, I know that I've walked through every ring of fire, and I've never taken a back step to nobody, and I've never bowed to no man, and I've never been afraid of any man, and I can sleep at night like a baby, like a sweet little baby. And these troubled souls have to live in this fantasy land, dude. That's a terrible existence. You know,
Yeah.
imagine I can't imagine that. That's why I
Dude,
do what I do, because
haters,
I can't.
sometimes I feel like haters just want to be your friend. It's like they just want to be your friend badly and they're just mad at you. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yep,
just mad.
yep. Because once in the blue moon, I don't anymore. But the other day, I actually did this. I put a post up about the fight with Quentin, and people that hate, it's like they don't even want to read. They just want to see a couple words and they fill in the blanks and start talking. And it's like, they were all everyone had something to say. Most of it was all love. But I noticed this one guy, and it said he was from Brewer, Maine, which is like 20 miles away. And he said something like, "Sarro, I love you, man. The biggest fan, da da da. But this is bullshit." And
Yeah.
I called him. I was like, I don't even know. I went to Messenger and I called him, and the guy picked up the phone after the third time calling, and I just had I go, let me just listen to me for a second. I'm like, you're from Maine, okay? I go, all I do is like represent Maine to the fullest, and I do everything to put us on the fucking map. I keep it 100% real. And what you're saying is bullshit. You got to go back and read what I wrote. You're saying I was debating the ref stoppage. That's what Sean Wheelock said. I love Sean, but the commentators paint a picture. Not
Yeah.
every punch is landing, and not every miss is a miss.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to commentation, and so they try to make me, you look as good as they can, and they go, Sarro debating I didn't debate nothing. I wanted to get to the hospital as quick as possible. That fight was over. Dude, when I got in the ambulance, my eyeball was like this because the swelling from the break was pushing it crooked. I go, give me a mirror. And they gave me a mirror, and I was like,
you should
ah!
you should hold
Like,
your
if they
eye
had
like
kept me in
that
the
when
ring,
you
I would
talk
have been
shit to
like,
people.
if it just would have not been good. So I was just explaining to him, you're fucking retarded, dude. Read before you just act quick like that.
And now he's your
Everyone else
fan.
I could
And
care
now
less
he's your
about.
friend.
No, I'm just everyone else I could care less about. I'm like, but you're from here. You're one of my people.
Don't you like me, bro? Why
yeah. And he
dude,
instantly
calls him the
he was
biggest
like,
of me.
"Oh my god!"
Why don't you
And
like me? Does he like you now?
oh, just yeah. Well, he instantly saw he was like, "Oh shit, dude, I'm sorry." It was like I didn't. All I told you what to do was read the fucking post, and he went deleted it. That's such a waste of my time to do that. But
See that?
that's still like that's
It's
why you
kind of
don't.
like when Yuli Diaz fucking went over and beat the dude's ass. But this is the main
Yeah,
version. Instead of being mean
yeah,
like Florida, Chris just calls you up, dude. Why are you trolling me online, dude?
yeah.
This is Maine.
Well,
From
it's
Maine.
still a waste of
Why don't you
time,
like
and
me?
it's that's why you don't read the comments.
Bro, Mercy says, yo, how do you even move your eyeball
I
like
don't
that?
even.
Here's my plan for you. I want you to put your eyeball like that next time you talk shit to your opponent. Get in his face, put the eyeball all crazy, and fucking, and then yeah.
This motherfucker.
That's very.
We're gonna have an eye to eye. Jesus, my Wi-Fi cuts out the best times. I love it. You there?
No, that was perfect. That was it right there. We're gonna have an eye to eye. Ugh, yeah, flex for us. We're gonna end this shit.
All
Look
right,
out,
brother.
yeah, Jesus Christ, bro. Fucking Golden Gloves, BKFC fighter, Golden Gloves, Chris Sarro. We're expecting him November 11th. Oh, yeah, look at that. 2 wins. Dude, shout out to fucking
Gazette, baby. Bring it back. Bring back the Gazette. I want the medals, baby. Bring it back, man. I'm not going to get into it.
What do you
Say
think?
what?
What do you think Dave should do? What do you think he should do?
I can't say because that's my boss, and I'll bite the hand that feeds me. But I will say, whatever differences that Scott and Dave have going on, they got to figure it out because I love you both. And the Police Gazette needs to be a part of the biggest organization in bare knuckle, which is BKFC.
Yes.
It's the oldest governing body in combat sports. John L. Sullivan is such a major part of this whole thing, and I feel that he needs to be, right to the end. And
Yeah.
and it's not just about the medals; it's about the history, and it's about the it makes it official. But
Yeah.
I can't say because I don't know all the details, so it's
That's
nothing I can
exactly where I am with it. I said the same thing. Scott called me the other day. I'll publicly say the same thing. I like the history of it. They deserve to be together. I told them, chill out, let it squash, and
Yeah,
then call
I
each
mean,
other in a little while.
yeah, and and I feel that I just have hope that that's what will happen.
Right.
And
Let it
I
chill.
yeah,
Stop arguing,
yeah,
and then just get back because really it's the love of the sport, and
that's it.
everybody can get what they want.
Yep,
Just like I kind of did that myself. Like, dude, I got to step back a little bit instead of
yep,
being so fucking, I'm going to fucking argue and fight with everybody. Like,
right,
nah, that shit's fucking pointless. Over
yeah,
us, like, I'm going to argue with you over boxing and
yeah.
fuck, like, okay, this is
That's
enough.
the beautiful thing of this sport, and you're not even a fighter, but you're a part of this sport as well. You're just as much of a player as I am in this thing. That the things
Well,
that I've
you're
taken away
pulling
and
Jade
learned.
Mason Wong, so you're playing at a different level than me. So Jade
Yeah,
Mason Wong, you're earning belts or fucking medals from Scott Burton shit. Fucking dude. I'm only
but
playing down here.
no, but you're learning the rules just like I am, and you're learning from them. I've learned some of the best lessons that I've gotten in life. All of them have come in the last 3 years of being with this promotion, and the biggest one is learning just to relax, man, just to chill out and fucking enjoy this ride. You know,
Yes.
that's it.
It's
Like, I don't want to look back on this time and be like, dude, you were bickering and fighting. It's like, no, I'm having a good time. That's why I got nothing. I
funny
don't
as
have
fuck.
anything bad to say. Those girls are beautiful, and I hope they all have happy lives. I'm happy. They're happy. Life is good, man. It's good. God bless. God bless.
Yo, Chris Sarro, BKFC fighter, bro. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hey,
Wow.
thank you, Hank. I love you, brother. Thank you for
Yeah.
everything.
PlanetHank.com, everybody. Get some CBD, fucking pre-roll joints. Shout out to all my sponsors. Fucking Chris Sarro. That show was dope as hell. Fucking goddamn. Clip pow. Elvin Brito says, look at this. He goes, hey, Hank, have you seen that clown that hides from gay people? What the fuck? Yo, we doing a dog? Yo, let's do another dog treat from fucking Sweet. Oh, wait. I probably shouldn't just keep giving I don't know. Well, fuck it. Let's give it to him. Marco, you want another fucking treat, bud? All right, so here's the question. You think that Alvin Brito got fucking hacked, or is this a joke? I want to hear the joke. Here you go, Marco. Good. How do you she goes, real homophobia. Ah, dude, there's Howie with the fucking treats. That's a good boy, Marco. Everybody can get these dog treats from Everybody can get these CBD little dog treats from sweetheal.com. Use promo code Planet Hank. You're going to get a discount. This shit is awesome. These are great. I got a whole bunch of goodies and giveaways right here for fucking shows we're going to do from Sweet Heal. Look at all this stuff I got. I got tons of it. I got all their new gummies. I got water bottles. These I got, oh, that's for me. I got a creams for giveaways. This is like their extra strength muscle gel. I love these muscle gels here. And I got the CBD tincture. This tincture is fire right here. Superior tincture, clarity. Oh, yeah. 2,000 milligrams. Getting it done. PlanetHank.com. Shout out to everybody who watched. That was fire having Sarro on. Yeah. We're going to end the broadcast. Shout out to Elvin Brito.